listening now, and
All right.
yes, we are all.
So, Frat, today I'm going to switch it up a little bit. All right. I'm going to switch it up. All right. I'm going
Yes.
to go into business English because it seems like the way you're going is you want to go more into business. I don't know if you really want to know anything about general English. Am I right in saying these things?
We can do it, sir, but still I need more listening than the other topics. If even in business English, because I can hear some things from others, but I can't to put them meanings. I can't elect exact words from these speeder conversations. They are talked faster and faster, and I couldn't catch them.
Yeah, because of the audio probably of the computer, but you seem to be catching a lot of what I'm saying. Every time I'm talking, you seem to understand exactly what I'm saying, and I'm speaking at a normal speed.
Oh, I don't know, sir. I think your behavior, you are behaving to me merciful.
No, I'm not. Not. There's no mercy. I give no mercy to anybody. I mean, fuck the mercy. I mean, but I mean, some people. Excuse me.
And
Cricket cigarettes. Yeah.
okay, without that, you are an American and I am Turkish, and it reflects our conversation without our intents. For example, if you can talk with another native speaker, probably I can't catch your conversations.
I don't think anybody can. I don't think even native speakers catch the conversation. Well, that's just part of listening. Nobody really cares what the other person is saying. I mean, that's the way communication has become. But I mean,
even I care to this conversation, I couldn't. For example, you can understand Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's conversations, but I couldn't.
I don't think anybody understood those conversations. I mean, that was just absolutely, as you say in your language, crazy. I mean, I don't think anybody even cared. I guess the only people that cared about Johnny Depp and Amber or whatever that other person was the news, because I don't think I certainly did not care.
Maybe you're right, because first 5 years Johnny Depp actually didn't understand what happens.
Yeah, what the hell's going on? Yeah, yeah. I mean, the world is going bonkers. So, as for listening, most of the people you're talking to in English would probably be Arabic, right? I mean, who are you talking to in English besides me?
I didn't understand, so can you repeat it?
I mean, who are you? Who else are you talking to in English besides me?
I have a Mexican girlfriend and Namibian girlfriend, and just
how do you even do these things? You have a Mexican girlfriend and a Namibian girlfriend. I mean, that sounds like a joke. I'm Turkish, but I have a Mexican girlfriend. How did you do that?
We met them. I met them through an application which called as Interpols. It depends on language exchange.
Oh, cool.
I can learn them Turkish as much as I can, and they are helping me within their English, because actually we are same levels, less or much, and only all of you, sir, 3 of you. Without you, I don't have anybody. Only videos, only games, only books. I'm reading Witcher series with English, and it's improving day by day, I believe, because I can catch their local mouths, local accents, local time zones, and humors. And I'm improving, I believe.
Yeah, you are. I think, Farhat, you're the only one that thinks that you have a problem with listening. But that's all right. If you think you have a problem with listening.
No, I'm just stupid. You are the sensei. You should say to me, and I will watch your pathway.
All right. I don't know.
By the way, give me 1
But-
second. I have to open window because Ezan is over, and I'm dying with wet.
That's fine. I'm waiting.
Okay, sensei. I'm all ears.
All right, let's do it. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm having a bad anxiety attack. Okay, great. Story of my life. My brother from America is having an anxiety attack. Everybody I know has anxiety attacks.
All of people loves Zach, but I don't, because he talks like a teenager, Turkish teenager. By the way, I mentioned English with Zach.
English with Zach. I don't even know who Zach is, but we should find him. I should find him and be like, "What's up, Zach?"
Probably you won't like him, sir, because
Sure,
our tastes similar, I believe.
All right. All right. I hope you
Both of
enjoyed
us
this.
don't like Democrats and feminists.
Oh, okay, great. All right, we're going to try to get into this real quick. All right. Now, if you can understand this, sir, you can understand anything. So the first question is I have for you, just real quick. What makes a good communicator? And choose 3 of the most important factors.
By the way, you didn't share your screen.
Oh, that. Thank you, sir. And I'm the professional. Ha ha. How about now?
Okay. Fluency in the language, accent, vocabulary. Okay, an extensive vocabulary, grammatical accuracy, and fluency in the language, I think, most important things.
Okay, great. Can you think of anything else?
Can you repeat it?
What other factors? What other things do you think are important for communication that are not listed? Maybe.
I believe body language is also important, because most of people can understand with their body movements, with others' body movements, their intents.
Their intentions. Yeah, good.
Intentions, yes.
Good. Very good, sir. Very good. Now, if we have these things that are communications, right? What problems can people have with them? Like, for example, emails, or can you think of any kind of problems that there could be with communication that could block good communication?
I think interviews is best for me, because emails and other tests, communication styles with texting, not so educative.
All right.
And education is most important topic of my life.
Gotcha.
Not important what I am doing in occupational.
Gotcha. But I'm thinking, what problems can you have in interviews or emails and all that kind of stuff?
I think most people like me about this topic because real conversation is always better and always will give more details than text and email, letters, and other things can only show words, but communication is much more than words.
Okay. Not bad, sir. Like, how can problems with like interviews? Let's say the person doesn't understand something in the interview. They ask him something he doesn't understand what he's asked, what he's being asked.
It won't be solved, I believe, because this is what is it, and every communication still has their own handicaps, their own negative sides. For example, we can talk each other with video conference like Skype, but we are talking with each other speeder than emails, and we don't have so much time about thinking. But thinking can put another details on the conversation, like letters or emails. But emails couldn't show also mimics. I think best communication is consuming some time together. And after 20 years, every people can understand what thinks others.
Okay, so what if you need to understand something, like, for example, before we go into the next part of it, let's say you get your company secures somebody from America. An American contractor wants you to build a game. Now, what if and he wants to talk to members of your team. Now, some of your members of your team probably don't speak English as well as you do. All right? Now, how do you solve these problems where they can't speak English very well as you, let's say? And how would they talk to somebody who speaks English every day? How do you solve problems like that?
I believe I will create a core team environment of me with who speaker of English, and I can manage them directly, and other people also will be organized their own topics. For example, I'm actually game designer and CEO. I can create all of game mechanics, and I can manage all members of teams directly. But if some of them English speaker and some other ones is Turkish speaker, I don't want. I wouldn't want to them bring together. I can manage them separately.
Gotcha. Very good. All right. Here you go. Now, look at this. Look at this crap. What is this crap? Why would they do that? Why is they doing that? All right. Here we go.
It's useful. You said you wanted feature, by the way.
What?
Because it's it will collect unread message at one place.
All right. I have no idea. Today, like you said, we're going to start by doing some listening here. So give me 1 second.
New upper intermediate market leader.
All right. I don't want to do it this way.
Hey, boss, no. You probably want to write to this
the communication with companies of improving it further.
All right.
You can set it for screen, by the way.
Yeah. I'm going to do that right now. So let's do that. All right. The problem I'm having is I can't download the audio for this because I don't know where it is, but I have to use YouTube for it.
Communication between companies is much better.
New Upper Intermediate Market Leader. Coursebook by David Cotton, David Falvey.
Digress and leave the main point to give
Hold on
additional
a second.
information and details where
Okay.
appropriate. They will not ramble and
All right. Now, as that's getting ready to go, we're going to get ready to listen to our.
lose sight of their main message.
Hold on for a second.
Really effective communicators who have the ability to engage with colleagues, employees, customers and suppliers are a valuable asset for any business.
All right, here we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do now is we're going to get out of here, I hope. No, I guess not. All right. I'm going to put it to I'm going to try something I've never tried before. So either it's going to work or it's going to not work. Instead of going over it with you and trying to figure out the words and then listening to it, I'm just going to have you read along with it, okay? So because the reason why we're doing this is because this guy's accent is wacky, as they would say, all right? And it's a little bit weird what he's talking about, okay?
He's
Can you
Indian.
see that? Yeah, he's
Probably.
Indian. Yeah. So are you ready?
I believe so, sir.
All right. I think I'm ready too. All right, let's see if we can do it.
Recording 1.2.
Is communication between companies and their customers better now than in the past? And if so, are there ways of improving it further? Communication between companies is much better now than in the past, especially there's great improvement in the last 10 years. And the reason for that is the introduction of new communication channels, i.e. the internet, mobile phones, instant messaging, etc. So it has definitely improved communication and become a two-way channel between customers. But there are definitely scope of improving communication in terms of timeliness of the communication and giving more control to the customers so they control the communication with companies rather than companies communicating with customers without their permission. Can you give some examples of really good communication between companies and their customers? Sure. The best example of communication between companies and customers is where companies empower their customers to be in control of the information most needed by them and communicate only targeted issues which are of interest to customers. A good example of company communicating with customers is, for example, a bank keeping them updated by email or SMS, commonly referred to as text messaging, when a customer's salary has been credited or he's crossed the overdraft limit. This information is useful to customers and adds value while making financial decisions. So I would refer this as a good example of a customer communication.
Okay. Now,
For
what you just
example,
heard, go ahead.
I noticed that if I look to the script, I can understand what he said easily. But without script, I'm not so comfortable.
Well, that's the way it is. I don't think anybody is. I don't think anybody is comfortable with him. That's the point. I mean,
Okay, sure.
I'm just trying to say, I mean, so if this is a goal and this is what you want to do, you want to become more comfortable with your listening, all like you said, you're just going to have to keep practicing more and more and more and more. Now, I don't know what you even remembered from that. I mean, there was so much information that guy gave. I mean,
I know all of them, but he's totally wrong, I believe.
Okay, so you disagree. So you even know what he was talking about. Most people would have not even paid attention to what he was saying at all. Like myself, I didn't even care what he was saying.
He thinks with better technological improvements, communication has improved. But it is wrong because, yes, technology has improved, but focus time getting shorter day by day. For example, 10 years ago, people would listen to others, but no, nobody cares others' opinion, even listening, even doesn't listen to others, and communication is worse than 10 years and getting worse day by day, I believe.
Okay, so you're disagreeing with him, I think, is what you're
Yes.
saying. Okay, you're not agreeing with him at all. He's saying it's getting better. So you're saying it's getting absolutely worse day by day.
Yes.
Okay, all right. And you don't like the example that he gave about the banks, how the
Who cares the bank's
Yeah.
messages? I didn't
yeah.
care.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so you disagree with him. All right, now
Just
we don't.
going to spam folder and nobody reading them.
Right. I mean, I'm not reading them. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, right? Do you want to take a screenshot of that? Because I have no way of.
No, sir.
You're comfortable with it, all right? Because I'm not
Yes.
sure if I can play it again. All right, because the way that it goes, it will just be going crazy trying to figure out how we can play that stuff again and again and again and again. All right, but here, now this is what we're going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to try to ask you some questions about what he said. All right, I'm going to try.
Okay.
And of course, it's going to take me. Okay. So he says, according to this guy, Anuj.
Kahanna.
Yeah, Anuj. I don't even. If I mispronounce that guy's name, I'm sorry, Mr. Anuj. Why have communications improved in recent years, according to him?
Because there was technological improvements like instant messages, video conferences, or so on.
All right, let's see if you're right. I think you're probably going to be right here. Okay, like I said, I wasn't even paying attention. Even I didn't. So we're gonna see if you are right. And of course, I'm not even in the right place. So this, and I call myself.
By the way, why don't you reopen this tab on the right side, and why don't you put one of them questions and put on other ones answers?
Because that's a great idea. I don't know why. I don't know. I like doing things the hard way. Okay, right. So you're absolutely right. Okay, so yeah. No. Hold on. Hold on for a second.
Okay, sir.
Hold on for a second. I don't know why I just did that. See, that's why I don't do it, because it's just all right. So you're absolutely right. New technology has provided new communication channels, internet, mobile phones, all of these things. So you're absolutely right. Okay. All right. Next. How can they improve in the future, according to him?
They can improve communication with another improvements. For example, banks or companies can reach us easier than today, and they won't need to reach us actually, because we can reach them easily, and he believes it makes society more flexible and has better communication quality or something like that.
Well, that's not bad. He's saying they can improve in terms of giving more control to the customers. I think what you were talking about in the
Yes, I want to mention that, but I couldn't.
You talked about receiving the unwanted communications, the unwanted SMS things that go automatically, or the emails that go automatically into spam folders in your emails. Okay,
He is deadly wrong, by the way. It won't happen. They will fucked up with their messages day by day, and it will increase, unfortunately.
Okay.
I'm reporting in the sector.
Okay. Okay. And the only thing that you didn't mention, and I didn't even mention, is that they can ensure that the timing of any communication is right. So when you're going to get this message, you're not getting these, when they need to say something to you, it's the right time, when you can receive the messages, blah, 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 and things like that. So for the most part, that's a very good understanding of what the guy is talking about. So good job. All right.
Even
Now,
I handled with their accent.
Yeah, but we're gonna make it harder though in a minute. Last one. What examples does it give of banks improving communications with customers?
It's tough question, sir. I have some ideas about
Let's hear
that.
your ideas. Let's hear it.
For example, by the way, this idea not belongs to me. It belongs to some financial environments. They said, why do you give money as a salary to the employees? You can define a credit, all of them, monthly, and you can say you will spend this credit with fun package, necessary package, or another package, and you can put some of their money as a another credit, and you can use this credit for the others. For example, universal basic income. And with this, everyone can have enough money. You can control inflation, and you can control all of people's spending behaviors. And I think it seems little bit dictatorship, but whenever I see the people who struggling poverty, I can believe they are right, because if dictatorship can give most of people worth life conditions, I think it's worth try.
All right.
And improving is key point all of this idea, because in this idea we are not customers of banks. We will be banks actually.
Gotcha. Interesting ideas. I like it. He just says he gives the examples of bank informing a customer by email or SMS that his salary has been credited or he has gone over the overdraft limit. Do you know what overdraft means?
I guess, but I don't know exactly.
Overdraft means I take out beyond my limit in the bank. Okay, and in America, when you do that, I don't understand it. You would think the bank would just say, no, he doesn't have any money, but actually what the bank does is they pay the overage, okay? They pay it, and then they charge you with fees. That's called an overdraft.
It seems scary.
Okay.
But he's wrong. I don't want any SMS from banks, political parties, or anything. But they are sending their fucking SMS day by day, hour by hour. And
Right.
I hate them. I don't read them because I hate them. Yes, I missed crucial information, but I don't care.
No, I don't care either. Let's try the next one, all right?
Okay.
The next one is even more challenging, all right?
Oh.
Hold up for a second. Hold on for a second.
Okay. By the way, sir, we transfer delete. You have Polish videos. I mean,
We transfer. Did it again. You and we transfer.
these videos is inside of your mailbox. You can upload them easily now. I rendered them.
Oh, cool. Hold on for a second. What? Who? Pudam? Oh, Suna, merhaba Suna. Yeah, hold on for a second.
Okay.
Hold on for a second. I'm obviously having a I'm having a problem. For some reason I
Okay,
cannot.
no problem.
Yeah, you know why I'm having a problem? Because I'm an idiot. That's bad.
No, you are not.
Yes, I'm an idiot. I was like, what the hell is fucking going on here? Oh, now I got it.
If you remember some keywords, you can find them with Control and F button.
Oh yeah, that would have been good. I need to learn that trick too. That very good trick. All right, let's see what this one's a little bit more difficult to understand. Okay,
Okay.
But let's see if we can do it. All right, we're still gonna just follow it with the script because I don't know. His accent's kind of wonky. Let's see what we're gonna do. Here we go.
Okay.
Recording 1.3.
Can you think of examples where a breakdown in communication seriously affected a business?
Breakdown in communication can bring the world to a halt today. We're living in an information society whose foundation is based on efficient communication. For example, a recent breakdown in communication of a country's air traffic control system led to a 24-hour closure of all airports in the country and a resulting delay in flights globally. Nowadays, companies and their suppliers are tied up with agreements where they pay huge fines by the hour for delay in fixing communication systems. This is more prevalent in the banking industry, where, for example, if a cash machine breaks down, every hour there's a delay in fixing the cash machine, there is a fine which is paid by the engineering company. And the reason for that is every hour when there is a delay, the bank loses money. This requires good communication between the bank and engineering company, or it results in loss of money for both parties.
How do you see business communication developing in the future?
Business communication is under pressure to be more accurate, targeted, and timely. There are stricter privacy regulations worldwide which require explicit permission from customers if businesses want to communicate with them. We have all faced the problem of email spam, messages which we never requested from companies who we have had no relationship with. Businesses in the future will give more control of a two-way communication to their customers. Nowadays, increasingly, apart from people communicating with each other, we have machine-to-machine communications. What I mean is where machines are embedded with communication devices, transferring information to information systems and computers worldwide, and this is primarily to improve business efficiency. For example, we have increasing number of cars, vending machines, and equipment which is fixed with mobile devices which communicate with head offices of companies and service centers.
Okay, so
He is right in this part.
okay, yeah,
Despite
I can tell that you were really dialed in on that one. That one I can tell. Well, yeah, he's pretty dialed in on that. I could tell that I could feel that you had an agreement with what he said there. Now, what we're going to try to do for the last part of it today, because it's just, is we're going to try to answer these questions. But like I said, you only listened to it once. I'm just curious what you answer, and we'll use the book over here. You know, I like using the answer key here. It should help us a little bit. All right, because you know what, we're always practicing. You know, right. Give me one
you are
second.
right, sir.
We're always practicing, so you know we're never going to be afraid of making mistakes here, and we're not afraid of having to use a book to help us out a little bit. So all right, so here we go. All right, let me just make sure I'm at the right place. Okay, which I'm not. Give me 1 second. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. All right, so we're gonna start first, okay? He talks about communication breakdowns, okay? Communication breakdowns. I think you figured it out, what that is, and when nobody's understanding each other, and they're just somebody's saying one thing and somebody else is saying another thing, okay?
But I mentioned people's behaviors. He mentioned technical difficulties.
Okay. But so what are the consequences of the following communication breakdowns? What will happen if there's problems in air traffic control systems? There's no
Aircrafts couldn't fly without efficient communication.
That's exactly right. Yeah. And not only that, I mean, it would just close all the airports.
Yes.
Yeah. Then I mean, you can just imagine what kind of craziness that would be. Oh, I have a flight today. Oh, well, sorry, fuck you. The airport's closed. All right. So, I mean, what are the consequences of the following communication breakdowns delays in fixing communication systems? What are the consequences of that?
Without fixing, efficient communication couldn't be established, and it makes a lot of loss for companies, because these companies race against time, and communication is everything for them.
All right, I like it. So fines, you know what fines are, right?
I don't know what is fine. It means
fine is like
paid.
Something you have to pay out of pocket. Yeah, as you call it in your language, I like it a lot better. Jazar, but a fine is definitely going to be something you're going to have to pay out of your pocket.
Jaza, yes, punishment. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So so large hourly fines. So can you imagine that for each hour that these people are not able to communicate?
Yes, because supplying companies couldn't deliver these goods to its customers. Yes, and couldn't gain money, and somebody has to pay the price.
Gotcha. And the last one that we'll do today is, what are the consequences of the following communication breakdowns? Faults in cash machines.
I clearly remember he mentioned communication between engineering company and bank or banks, and if they couldn't repair speedily by the engineering company, banks will fucked up and lose money with every minute, and they
Exactly right.
Yes.
So I mean, like I said, that's not bad for the most part. I mean, you're getting it, and I mean, to be honest with you, I wasn't even paying attention. I mean, if it weren't for the answers there, I'd have to listen to it again because I wasn't really, able to stay focused. You're staying focused. You're concentrated. You're getting the detail, and you're not taking any notes. So you're doing this from memory. That's incredible, sir. That's incredible.
Yes, sir. Thanks. I'm trying my best.
So we'll jump off here, sir, because it's the holiday. It's Bayram. It's everybody's
sir.
running around.
We already did it with 1 hour.
Yeah.
I didn't notice how time passed.
Yeah, time goes by very fast. I've enjoyed speaking with you. Well, in September, I mean, when I come there to see you face to face, we'll spend the whole day and we're like, dude, the whole day just went by. What? Anyways.
It will be best, sir.
Yeah. Now, you sent those. Are you going to upload those videos or do I upload them? I can't upload them here.
I think you should upload them because my computer is not so powerful, and I think you should create some playlist. By the way, I'm stopped recording.